The imagery of a seed growing unseen beneath the soil before the harvest breaks through is incredibly apparent. It perfectly illustrates the often hidden foundational work that precedes any significant external success. In our impatient world, we're conditioned to expect instant gratification. We plant a seed and immediately want to see a sprout. But true, lasting prosperity rarely works that way. It demands a period of invisible effort and quiet development. This is precisely why many people falter and give up just as they're on the cusp of breakthrough. They mistake the silence for stagnation, the unseen for nothingness. The crucial takeaway here is that your current challenges and the feeling that nothing is happening are often the most potent indicators that prosperity is not just coming. It's already well on its way. It's a testament to the universe's design, which operates on faith and persistence, not just mere effort. You might put in the work today, but the true payment comes when you've held onto your vision and continue to strive, even when external evidence is scarce. This unwavering commitment in the face of apparent stillness is what truly sets the stage for abundance. Decoding the laws of abundance. Prosperity isn't a random lottery. It's governed by predictable laws. It's not about being lucky in the conventional sense, but about being prepared. If you're currently experiencing a disconnect between your efforts and your desired results, it's not a sign of a curse or unworthiness. Instead, it signals that your harvest is still in a vital, subterranean phase. It's being tested, strengthened, and stretched. Think of it as a crucial conditioning period. Your primary role during this phase isn't to succumb to panic, but to trust the intricate process. This trust isn't passive. It's an active belief in the unseen forces at play, knowing that every challenge is refining you for what's to come. The surprising guise of approaching prosperity. One of the most counterintuitive aspects of incoming prosperity is its tendency to arrive disguised as opposition. These aren't setbacks, but rather signals. Shifting relationships. As you grow and evolve, your energy changes. This can naturally cause some relationships to shift or fade. It's not always a loss, but often a necessary clearing for new connections that align with your elevated vibration. Intensify distractions. Just when you're close to a breakthrough, it can feel like the world conspires to pull your focus. This is a test of your resolve and your commitment to your purpose. Can you maintain focus amidst the noise? Feelings of isolation or instability, the sensation of the ground shaking beneath you, or feeling isolated can be profoundly unsettling. However, this isn't destruction. It's a powerful alignment process. Your old identity, which may have been comfortable but limiting, must crack open to allow a new, more expansive self to emerge. The path to true riches often lies just beyond the collapse of your comfort zones. Embrace discomfort, for it's the mind's way of being pried open for new vision. The unyielding power of perseverance. The essence of achieving prosperity lies not in innate strength or superior intelligence, but in an unwavering refusal to quit when success seems distant or non-existent. The saying, "The darkest moment comes just before the dawn," is not merely poetic. It's a fundamental law of existence. If your life feels heavy, silent, or full of resistance right now, don't despair. Celebrate. This pressure is a powerful crucible, forging something immensely valuable within you. The distinguishing factor between those who merely dream of prosperity and those who actually achieve is their reaction to pressure. Instead of panicking, they prepare. They view storms not as obstacles, but as tests, opportunities to prove their resilience and commitment. This mindset, this unshakable inner vibration, is what magnetizes opportunity directly to you. You don't stumble into wealth. You cultivate it through a profound internal shift that precedes any external manifestation. You must become the person capable of handling the wealth, influence, or success you seek, or will inevitably slip through your fingers, unsupported by your underdeveloped habits. To gauge your proximity to prosperity, shift your gaze from your bank account to your growth trajectory. Ask yourself, am I actively learning? Am I being stretched beyond my comfort zone? Am I consistently performing the hard, uncelebrated work each day? Am I still moving forward even when external validation is absent? If your answers are affirmative, rest assured, you are far closer than you realize. Embracing the crucible of silence and diligence. One of the most insidious lies that can derail your progress is the notion that if it were meant to succeed, it would be easier. This is a dangerous falsehood. Success is never born from ease. It is forged through repeated discipline, a crystal clear vision, and persistent action, especially in moments of silence. In fact, if your life feels silent right now, recognize that you are in a uniquely powerful position. Silence is the sacred womb of transformation. While many chase external noise, validation, likes, applause, and consequently lose their alignment, those who can remain focused amidst the quiet are being trusted with something far greater. You haven't yet received your prosperity not because you're failing, but because you're in the process of being forged. The universe doesn't simply bless the unprepared. It bestows its gifts upon those who have meticulously disciplined their emotions, mastered their thoughts, honored their word, and continued walking steadfastly regardless of mood, circumstance, or external opinion. Therefore, cease declaring that nothing is happening. Instead, recognize that everything is happening, albeit in a form you might not yet recognize. What you perceive as rejection is actually redirection. What you label as silence is a strategic setup. What you feel as waiting is, in fact, active preparation. The very moment you relinquish your need for immediate gratification is the moment you step into the mindset of true wealth. This is precisely why establishing and daily reiterating your definite purpose is so vital. Your mind must internalize and believe in the reality of your goals long before the tangible results appear. And when those results do finally manifest, they often arrive in a sudden, overwhelming surge, like a dam breaking, rain after a long drought, or lightning illuminating a night sky. Unexpected, overwhelming, undeniable. The individual who receives such a blessing is not surprised. They are ready. Your mandate is to become that prepared individual. Resist the urge to complain, compare, or curse the soil while your seeds are diligently growing underground. Instead, dedicate yourself to becoming the version of yourself who can gracefully carry the harvest. Practical magnetism. Steps to attract prosperity. To truly magnetize prosperity, shift your focus from external circumstances to internal cultivation. Wake up early. Seize the quiet hours for focused work and self-improvement. Read with hunger. Continuously feed your mind with knowledge and inspiration. Train with discipline. Commit to routines that build physical and mental fortitude. Speak with clarity. Articulate your vision and intentions precisely and powerfully. Move with quiet certainty. Act with conviction, free from external validation. These seemingly simple actions create a powerful magnetic field around you. Many cycles of failure stem not from a lack of talent, but from consistently interrupting the growth process with doubt, distraction, and emotional drama. Emotional self-control is paramount. When your mind remains unshakable amidst chaos, prosperity naturally gravitates toward you. Take a moment to honestly assess. Am I actively training my focus, or am I merely feeding my frustrations? Am I defaulting to old habits, or am I rewiring myself with new, higher standards? Am I operating from a mindset of scarcity and begging, or am I thinking and acting like a builder? The individual who is diligently building, even in private struggle, will inevitably experience overflow. Prosperity doesn't seek out the undisciplined. It silently integrates into the lives of those who are already preparing themselves for its arrival. The ultimate readiness test. Consider this profound question. If your breakthrough were to arrive tomorrow, would you genuinely be ready for it? If the answer is anything less than a resounding yes, then today is your test. It's not just a potential for preparation, it is the act of preparation. Your thoughts, your discipline, your reactions, your habits. These are the powerful signals you are constantly transmitting to the universe. By passing today's test, by choosing intentional action and unwavering faith, you are actively stepping into tomorrow's blessing. While you may not yet perceive it, the undeniable signs are already present. Prosperity seldom announces itself with fireworks or grand parades. More often, it arrives subtly, through a new idea, a strange yet opportune circumstance, or an uncomfortable, necessary shift. The genuine challenge isn't that prosperity hasn't arrived, but that we often haven't cultivated the awareness to recognize it. We tend to look for our harvest solely in the form of money, overlooking the crucial preceding steps. Before the tangible riches, the universe often sends instructions, a seemingly small, humble assignment that demands faith to pursue and discipline to complete. This is where many inadvertently disqualify themselves, rejecting the initial signs of prosperity because they appear to be work rather than a direct blessing. But understand this, work is never your enemy. Work, when aligned with your purpose, serves as the indispensable bridge between your belief and your ultimate breakthrough. This is why the wise counsel is to stop chasing money and instead chase your purpose. Chase excellence. Chase obedience to your inner voice. The money then becomes an inevitable byproduct. The very first test of prosperity is a fundamental one. Can you be trusted with instruction before reward? The individual who truly prospers is the one who executes without the need for immediate applause. They don't wait until they feel ready. They act. They learn from every step. They adjust their course, and they persist. They don't dwell on how long will it take. Instead, they relentlessly ask, how far can I go if I remain faithful every single day? Every morning you wake up and follow through on your purpose. You are broadcasting a powerful signal. I'm ready. Conversely, every time you procrastinate with I'll do it tomorrow, you transmit a different signal. I'm not ready yet. The law of prosperity is not swayed by your wishes. It responds directly to your signals. And the most resonant signal of all is preparation in silence. Ask yourself, are you sowing your seeds when no one is watching? Are you meticulously writing your vision, even when it feels incredibly distant? Are you honoring the small assignments, understanding that they are direct pathways to larger opportunities? When you consistently engage in these practices, you actively align yourself with the very vibration of increase. You become the kind of person who naturally attracts solutions, innovative ideas, valuable collaborators, and open doors, not through frantic chasing, but through the magnetic power of your transformed being. This fundamental truth separates those who merely desire success from those who authentically live within it. They grasp that success isn't something you passively catch. It's something you meticulously prepare for. The pattern of permanent success. There's a recognizable pattern in the lives of those who achieve not just fleeting success, but permanent prosperity. These are the consistent signs that precede their breakthroughs. Isolation before increase. The world often goes silent. Old friends may fade, and distractions miraculously disappear. This isn't a loss. It's a clearing for profound clarity, an essential phase for deep work and self-discovery. Pressure before expansion. Your mind might feel squeezed, old identities may begin to shed, and you might feel intensely stretched. This is your spirit being resized and recalibrated to hold the immense capacity of a greater future. Resistance before reward. Things often feel harder, not easier. This isn't punishment. It's the gym of the soul. Resistance builds your internal capacity, and your capacity directly determines how much you can ultimately carry. If you're currently experiencing these very things, rejoice. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. But remember, this positioning only leads to prosperity if you keep going. Many falter because they misinterpret this crucial period of preparation as punishment, believing that true destiny should be effortless. The reality is quite the opposite. What comes too easily is rarely respected, and what is not respected is quickly lost. True prosperity is earned in the quiet hours of discipline, during the dark days of delay, and in the lonely moments of unwavering obedience. Therefore, don't pray for ease. Pray for strength, for vision, for the unyielding will to keep building even when the world remains silent. For it is only when you master that silence that your voice will possess undeniable influence. Your inner world, the architect of your reality. Let's conclude with a profound truth often overlooked. Prosperity responds directly to your identity. Not the carefully curated image you present to the world, but the deeply ingrained self-concept you hold when you are entirely alone. If you constantly perceive yourself as small, undeserving, broken, or perpetually behind, you will inevitably attract circumstances that perfectly confirm that very image. However, the individual who deeply sees themselves as powerful, worthy, disciplined, and chosen naturally draws prosperity, not due to random luck, but because their self-concept is in perfect alignment with abundance. Understand that your subconscious mind isn't concerned with your superficial wishes. It responds directly to what you believe to be true about yourself. So if you declare, "I want more," but at a deeper level believe, "I don't deserve it," you will remain stuck in that contradiction. This is the very essence of the self-confidence formula, not as flowery poetry, but as a potent programming tool to reshape the internal image you hold of yourself. When you speak with genuine belief and act with unwavering consistency, the world literally must rearrange itself to match your vibration. The person who walks with the quiet confidence of success before anyone else recognizes it is precisely the one who will soon become it. Prosperity isn't something you get, it's something you grow into. If you chase it from a place of fear, you will inadvertently repel it. If you attempt to manipulate it through shortcuts, you will inevitably lose it. But if you relentlessly become the man or woman who is disciplined, focused, courageous, and deeply grateful, you will find yourself living within prosperity, not as a fleeting stroke of luck, but as your new normal. You will begin to expect success, not from arrogance, but from the deep-seated knowledge that you've earned the right to expect it. And when you expect success, speak success, and act success, you quite literally create success. This is the hidden law. Your inner world meticulously writes the script, and your outer world is compelled to follow. So today, make a conscious, powerful decision. I will no longer beg life for blessings. I will prepare myself to receive them. I will no longer sabotage opportunity with doubt. I will meet it with unwavering confidence. I will no longer fear delay. I will see it as divine timing and a period of essential refinement. I will no longer shrink in the face of growth. I will expand, stretch, and rise to meet it. Remember, prosperity doesn't selectively visit the lucky few. It is the direct result of becoming the kind of person who walks with profound clarity, builds with unshakable faith, and unequivocally refuses to quit until their deeply held belief bends reality to its will. So, if you're still asking, is prosperity on its way? I'll offer this final, direct answer. Look in the mirror. If the person looking back at you is still growing, still moving forward, still diligently preparing, then the answer is not someday. The answer is a definitive yes. Now act like it.